Well, I will say this. It's been a long time. Let me
I
just say
know.
that, girl.
Yes.
It is. Are you
Yes.
ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you back to my channel. And I am here with Mattie with 2 T's.
Yes.
And yeah, so me and Mattie, we have I don't want to say a history. I'm doing another flight attendant, well, get to know a flight attendant interview. So we're going to talk to her. But I remember you, correct me if I'm wrong, we did SkyWest group interview Tempe, February of 2019.
Yes.
Okay, that was the first time. Now, did we meet each other there?
I think we mingled.
Okay.
We recognized each other, but we didn't like officially meet until we were on our way to Denver.
Okay, and then our second encounter is when we had a face-to-face with my airline. And oh my gosh, this brings up so many memories, Maddie. Remember, we were both from Arizona and they put us together and they were asking us questions. And I'm not gonna lie, girl, I was like, when they asked you your question, I thought I had time to think of an answer. But then remember, they asked me a different question.
Oh.
Remember we interviewed with that guy? And
Yes,
he was asking
yes,
some,
yes,
oh, I was
yes.
so nervous because I said an answer that was bad and I thought I'm not going to make it. But we both ended up getting our CJO with my airline and
And he was
unfortunately.
like, help her out.
Yeah, remember? Yes, he did say that. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
It was a really, oh my gosh, that was a bad answer. But Mattie works for a different airline and for her protection for her airline, we're not going to say the name. But what I will say is that our airline, we're like family.
Yes.
Yeah, we're the same category. How would you describe it?
We're both low-cost carriers.
Yes, low-cost carriers. And I think the only comparison I can make is, you've seen Coming to America, have you?
Yes, I just watched it the other day.
Okay, you did? Okay. So remember that scene when Cleo McDowell was telling Hakeem and Simi, there was a guy taking pictures of his restaurant, and he was like, you know, they're McDonald's, I'm McDowell's.
Yes.
They have the Big Mac,
Yes.
we have the Big Mick.
Yes.
They have the Golden Arches, we have the Golden Arcs. But we both have 2 all-beef patties with a special sauce, lettuce, onions, pickles, and cheese.
Yes.
That's how I look at us. We're the same, we're alike but different. So Mattie, I'm just going to ask you 20 questions. And again, the goal is for people to know who you are outside of the uniform you wear for your airline.
Okay.
All right, girl. So question number 1. Where are you based at?
I'm based in Las Vegas.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Wow, do you like being based in Vegas?
I do. Yeah, it's close to home, so
Yeah.
easy commute. So that's
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
Well, girl, that's interesting. So you're the second person that I've interviewed that is based in Vegas. Okay. So question number 2. Graduate.
I graduated August 23rd of 2019.
Wow. And here's the crazy part. I graduated the 28th, and I remember, oh my gosh, I remember telling you in training. Oh, that's another story, but yeah. So we're 5 days apart.
Yes. I remember we messaged a lot during
Yes.
training.
Oh
yes.
my gosh, Mattie. Okay, we sure did. Okay. Question number 3.
Okay. I grew up in Texas. Am 40 years old.
Yes.
I've been in Arizona about 7 years,
Okay.
7.5 years. Been in Phoenix for about 4.5. So I like it out here. Like, it's a quick flight to everything. So
Okay.
that's nice, yeah.
Wow. Children?
1, she's 22.
Okay.
Yeah, she just moved to Florida, so I'm an empty nester. So
And she
getting
is
used
gorgeous.
to that.
Yeah, her daughter is absolutely beautiful. Okay. And so you told us your age and from Texas. Now, oh my gosh, girl. What part of Texas?
Well, I went to junior high and high school in Houston, and
Okay.
then, but most of my family lives like the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So
Oh, wow.
most of my adult life, I was in like the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Oh, yes. There's a lot of good must-reads when I go to Houston and Dallas.
Yes.
Girl. I just want to let you know, yes,
Yes.
there is. Okay. Question number 4.
Before,
Yeah.
I was a restaurant manager
Wow.
for a long time. So
Okay.
yeah.
But you had many different things before you became into this, like this industry, right?
Well, I was a restaurant manager for about 15 years.
Okay. Oh,
So
so yeah, that's gonna be a good chunk. Okay.
so I kind of quit my job actually as a restaurant manager and started bartending just so I could have the flexibility to really like
Wow.
go to interviews. Because like as a restaurant manager, you can't really be like, oh, I need next week off to go to this interview.
Yeah, that's very true.
So,
Wow.
so
Now,
yeah.
how was that, girl? 15 years. So you kind of prepared yourself for this role with dealing, well, it was customer service, but
Right.
dealing with different personalities, and I'm sure you got stories about that
Oh, I have
industry.
lots of stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be a whole nother video. I would
Yes.
want to know.
Yes.
All right. Question number 5. A commuter.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you have to explain your whole system.
So I am a commuter, so I fly to Vegas numerous times a month to go to work. So I actually don't have a crash pad in Vegas.
Okay.
Luckily, I have really, really good friends in Vegas that let me stay there. A lot of times I'll go and I'll work my reserve period, and if
Okay.
they don't use me, I'll fly back home and then go back the next day. So
Okay.
sometimes I can actually like fly to Vegas like 3 or 4 times
Wow.
a week. Sometimes, usually I'm there. Usually I work 6 days on and then 4 days off.
Okay.
But sometimes I get to come home on that 6 days. Like even if it's for like 12 or 18 hours, I'll still come home.
Wow.
I've made the drive a couple times, especially during
drove
during
your car from
COVID
here to
Vegas. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So, with your commuting, it's easier for you because there's so many flights that go from Phoenix to Vegas.
Prior to COVID, yes.
Prior? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, so before there was then, right?
Before there was a flight like almost every hour. They've dropped a lot of those flights.
Okay.
For a little bit, it was hard getting there because the Southwest blocked the middle seats.
Oh,
So there was
yeah.
like less,
That's
and
true.
there's
Okay,
there's
yeah.
actually a lot of commuters.
Okay,
A
yeah.
lot of pilots.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people
Yeah.
that commute from here to Vegas. So.
Wow. Well, that's dang. I don't know if I would drive my car. I thought about that. Like if I had to come back, like drive the car from Denver to Phoenix, that's like 16 hours.
Well, that's farther. It's like 4 hours and 45 minutes
Yeah.
to Vegas.
Yeah, just driving.
Just driving.
Yeah, that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got it going on then, Mattie. You got it.
Yeah.
Number 6. Question number 6.
Well, now that I have the freedom that
Yeah.
I didn't have as a restaurant manager, I don't think I could ever go back to working that amount of hours. So I probably just honestly work part-time. I like to do
Okay.
like event bartending.
Okay.
So I like to do that and then just kind of do some other things on the side. I paint furniture and
Oh
sell
yeah,
it.
so you got
So,
hustles.
yeah, I got a lot.
Yeah, she's hustling. Okay, so you would go back to that. I mean, your house is beautiful. So we are in her home right now. So trust me, girl. You need to write a book on how to because you know what you're doing. So question number 7.
Well, I've always wanted to do it, like very long ago when my daughter was little. Like it was very
Okay.
interesting to me. However, she was younger and I was a single mom, and so I just never really thought that it was feasible
Yeah.
to be able to do that. Now I see lots of single moms do it, so I'm like, oh, like maybe I could have.
Yeah.
But as a restaurant manager, I was just working like all my life away. Even though we had vacation, I was like, I want to travel, and then they kind of dictate when you can take days off and not
Yeah.
take days off. And then it was like finding people that had those certain days off to travel. It was just really hard to kind of get out and do stuff. And one day I was just kind of like, if I don't do it, I'm never going to do it. So I started applying back in February. So like I had just started applying when I met you.
Wow.
So, and then
Okay.
6 months later, like I was graduating training. So that was pretty awesome.
Wow. Yeah, it is. I started in January. So I did. Oh, wow. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, my journey sounds similar to yours. All right, question number 8.
About a year and a half.
A year and a half,
About
okay.
a year and a half.
Do you like it? The way you felt in the beginning, do you still feel the same way now?
I love it.
Okay.
It is a little bit more challenging with COVID.
Yeah.
However, like I still love it. I don't think I could I don't think I would ever quit to do anything else.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for that honest opinion. Okay, and question number 9. To many.
I did apply to many. I want to say I applied to about 6.
Oh, sound like me.
I actually got hired with 3.
Wow.
And then I chose, it was the first one that I got hired, I actually just didn't take.
Okay.
And just didn't feel like a really good fit. And then, as you know, I got hired with you and then this airline. And so that was a lot of weighing the pros and cons for several months before I chose to go with my airline. Yeah.
Wait, so the first one, is that the one that you drove?
I drove.
No, you drove to
yours. I flew to mine.
You flew yours, okay.
Yeah.
You told
I
me.
drove to LA.
Yeah, that's what you went.
I drove to LA. They're no longer an airline.
They're not?
No.
Who are they?
Compass.
Oh, Compass. Okay. Yeah, because I remember you told me you drove. I still can't believe it. You remember that experience. It's very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So for you to accomplish and get 3 CJOs, to me, that's beautiful. Because I've only got 1. And that was with the one I'm with now. So, yeah. Mattie, write that tell-all book. Like, seriously. How to get a CJO. Okay.
Got it.
All right. Question number 10.
I'm currently on reserve. I've been on reserve the whole time. However, I was able to get a line for 1 month, and the taste of that's amazing.
See, oh man. See, I've never tasted a line, so maybe you can explain to me how much freedom do you have? Because if you are commuting from Phoenix, then I assume you can pick up trips.
You can pick
out
up
of Phoenix?
No, I wasn't able to pick up anything out of Phoenix. It was nice though because you are actually able to drop trips. Like,
oh, okay.
So if you're like, oh, I'm not feeling it, or I can't get there, like the commute is too hard, like you can actually drop it.
Okay.
I was able to pick up. I don't know what your airline, but we're able to. It's called SAP. So we were able to pick up. Even before open time opened for the month, I was able to get a trip, and then a very senior person, he dropped me a trip. I might have picked up one more. I flew like 110 hours that month.
Wow.
Yeah, I flew a lot.
With your line?
With my line, yeah. And I think I still had 12 days off, and then 2 really long layovers. Like one was like 36 hours, and one was 45 hours or something. So I had plenty of days. I worked a lot, but I had plenty of days off, so it was nice.
That sounds like a good per diem. Wait, ours is $205 an hour. What's your per diem?
I don't remember exactly. 2 something.
2 something. Okay, y'all getting money at her airline. Okay, question number 11.
It was stressful. It was I want to say it was very stressful. The information wasn't like super hard. It was just like monotonous. There's a lot of it. You're not getting paid. So like the stress of not getting a paycheck for a whole month, and you're just like, I have to pass. I have to pass. So you're kind of psych yourself out. The drills were hard for me.
They were, okay.
I don't know. I just got really intimidated. So the drills were really hard for me. However, at Recurrent, they were great. I did it real quickly. And it was
fun. So how long is your airline's training? I don't know if it's changed since
It was 4 weeks.
4 weeks? Okay, ours they just changed ours. It used to be 3.5. And I heard we have the hardest training. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me because it's like 3.5 weeks, and literally, girl, I had Britney Spears moments. I cried every day. I was crying, and we had roommates.
I cried on the drills.
You did? Did you have a roommate? Oh,
I did have a roommate. She's one of my best friends now.
Oh yeah, I cried to her. I know, Kiva, if you watching, Kiva, I know she got tired of me, but it was just so much pressure. You learn something and test it the next day, and then it was 6 days a week.
Yeah, we had 6 days a week too.
Yours, and then on the 7th day, or the Sabbath, I had to study for a test Monday. But also on that day, if my nails were not compliant, I had to go get my nails done. If my uniform, like the training stuff. What do you, like, guys had to get a haircut? How do you get a haircut on a Sunday? So guys were going to Walmart, doing little military style cuts, and that wasn't compliant with, it was a lot, girl. And then we got paid per diem. So we got a check, 1 week before graduation and the day of graduation.
So what was, like, how much per diem did you guys get?
So they're saying it was probably about $33 a day. And then we had, they gave us, they paid for grab and go breakfast, and then we had a buffet for lunch. Yeah.
Nice. So
yeah.
we got we got a card to use for food.
Okay.
We got $600 for the whole month.
That's not bad.
So, and you could only use it for food.
Oh, well, I would have been gorging. You couldn't use it for anything else?
No, only food.
Was there like a cafeteria or something so you went to Walmart?
Yeah, we could go to the grocery store and buy food. Luckily, our hotel had breakfast, so that was good. Wow. And then, we would just usually get like fast food or like sandwiches, or go to Walmart and get sandwiches and stuff like that.
Well, that's not bad. Okay, but we got through it. Yeah, so
never want to do it again.
Yeah, but it's possible. Yeah. Question number 12.
I would just say, like, sacrificing financially, like, in general.
Okay.
Becoming a flight attendant was a huge pay cut from what...
Yes. Listen, y'all.
From what I did before. However, like, I love it, and you just kind of... every flight attendant I know has a side hustle, if not 2 or 3, and... Luckily, like, I'm good with that, and so I have a couple, and you just make it work because you love the job. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I know you said finances was a sacrifice. What about like family, relationships, like anything else take an effect once you became a flight attendant?
I wouldn't say, not really. I mean, my daughter's 22, so she kind of, like, she lived here, so I would get to see her on my days off. Yeah. But then she kind of got, like a little bit of like freedom, like the house to herself kind of a thing. So, it wasn't that bad. It does get lonely sometimes, like if you're on a layover that, you don't know anybody, or you have a weird crew, or something like that, and you're just kind of like hanging out in your hotel room, but you kind of get used to it, I guess.
Yeah, she's right. All right, question number 13.
The pros are definitely the benefits. I mean, like, you get to travel. There's times that, like, I've flown out to see my sister in Florida, and you just jump on a free flight. You go out there, and, that's great. You meet other flight attendants. They're like, hey, we're here. Like, meet us here. Like, you have somebody that's like, hey, meet me in New York for lunch. Like, that kind of stuff is fun. Cons, definitely, like, I would say definitely, like, financially, again, even just, like, the cost, like, sometimes, like, the expenses of, like, always having to get an Uber, or,
I think about that.
Like, stuff like that, like, that's, like, you're not financially making as much as you used to, but then you have, like, other expenses because you don't have transportation, you don't have all your stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I think about that. Yeah, you're right about that. All right, and question number 14.
It was tough in the beginning. I remember, like, when COVID first hit, I came back, like, off a trip that I had been gone. I think I got extended. It was, like, 6 or 7 days before I came home. And I came home and had 1 day off, and then I was going to go back to work. So I, like, could go to the grocery store to, buy food for my bag, and it's empty. Like, there's nothing in the grocery store, and I'm like, okay, and then it's like, I guess I'll just, like, eat out, like, on my trip, because there was, like, literally, like, nothing, like, to make or whatever. And then you, like, go out, and there's no food places open, like, all the airport food is closed. So it was, like, really weird in the beginning. But I mean, I'm adjusting, like, as far as commuting got harder. But you just have to, kind of like look at it and make a new plan and be like, okay, well, I used to take this flight and it used to be fine.
Yeah.
Like consistently, take the same flight every week, and it's like now I still have to start going like the night before or early in the morning or drive, whatever, So, but I mean, it's just a different normal now. So.
Yeah. That is kind of risky. That's why I quit commuting, girl. But see, because Southwest, prior to them, blocking those middle seats, people were having a very hard time because Southwest had so many flights for certain routes, and that blocking the middle seat, it just kind of, back then, it took a toll on everybody because you could not get on that flight.
Yeah,
now
it
that
makes
they're
it harder
open,
for commuters.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Southwest, because I took Southwest back to Denver, and I'm just so happy they opened up that middle seat because if not, I would not have made it.
I used to, so I was always taking Southwest before COVID, and then that middle seat was killing me. Like it would be like 2 or 3 flights I wouldn't get, so I just had to start. American and Southwest would have flights like 5 or 10 minutes apart from each other. Okay. So, like the American would be like 5 or 10 minutes after the Southwest, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna risk it with Southwest because I would just go to American because they didn't block the middle seats. I'm like, I had a better chance.
Yeah.
So I started kind of going that route.
Well, try us next time, Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can text me, girl. I'll tell you.
You're a different terminal.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. We're terminal 3? You guys are 4?
Well,
Southwest?
Here, Southwest is 4 here.
Okay, wow.
Southwest
You're right about that. All right, question number 15.
I would say that there was definitely, prior to getting hired, there was definitely some other airlines that were like my number 1, number 2 choice to work for.
Okay.
I can definitely say that this pandemic has taught me that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best thing.
Yeah.
Because some of those people, if I had gotten hired with them a year and a half ago, I wouldn't still have my job. So. Yeah.
And so what she's saying, guys, is because initially, when I first started, I applied for United, American. Delta. Delta. Well, I didn't apply, but had I got hired with those major airlines, I will guarantee I would have been furloughed by now.
Yeah.
So that's what she's saying, is that it's a blessing because this pandemic has really taught you the importance of the grass is not greener on the other side.
Yeah, for sure.
Because our airlines have survived, and SkyWest. All right. Question number 16.
I would say like the furniture. Like I've taken the VTO time. I've taken 3 months off, and
oh wait, you got to tell me what VTO is in case they don't know.
The voluntary time off. So our company offered voluntary time off just to kind of help avoid furloughs, and so it was nice. Like I just stayed home and I was like buying furniture and painting it and flipping it, and
wow.
Yeah, I do like several pieces a week, so it's great.
Well, I wish you had something to show because you're that talented. Honestly, like these chairs.
I did do these chairs.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the chairs we're sitting on. Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. Well, that is a hidden talent. Okay. See, question number 17.
Usually I'm here in Phoenix, just kind of like hanging out. Usually the first day off the trip, like I just kind of come home and veg, and then I have some really good friends here. So usually just like out hanging out with them. Like, we do like Taco Tuesdays and fun, like where we all cook and go to somebody's house and do karaoke. And
even during this pandemic, even with the big C,
it's not a huge group. I mean, it might like, you know what I mean? Like it might be, we're not out. We're just like at somebody's house. Everybody kind of cooks something, and there may be 8 to 10 of us or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I will say this, Mattie, because we follow each other on Instagram. Your life is full. Let me just say that. My pictures, just like I'm always at the airport, are looking sad somewhere, but you are really like out there enjoying it. To me, you are what I would want to be.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, seriously, I need to get my life together. I mean, you're able to come home. Like, this is the kicker with her. You come home to your own bed. I have a crash pad. Maddie you never had a crash pad, huh?
I did for 2 months.
Okay.
It wasn't for me. I didn't really, it wasn't bad. Like, it just, like, it wasn't for me. And She sold it. So
Okay.
she was actually a Southwest flight attendant.
Okay.
I lived there for 2 months. After I paid her my second month's rent, she was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm selling at the end of the month."
Oh,
and I was
okay.
like, I just never went and got another one.
Yeah,
after
but
that.
it feels good. Like you come back to like look at
Yeah.
this, your own bed. I mean, I don't know, but that book. I'm gonna keep. That's another
Okay.
talent because you're dropping gems.
All right.
Number 18. Yeah. What's in your bag?
I mean, that Hot Logic.
Oh, you bring a Hot Logic? Okay.
Yeah, I have a Hot Logic.
Okay.
I have a lot of stuff. I mean, like, I feel like that was definitely a challenge when I became a flight attendant, like learning how to pack. So are you like asking like food wise? Like,
yeah, like what?
wise?
Yeah, like what are some things you bring on a layover or for your trip? Like, is there a book, a certain like running shoes because you work out, gym clothes, or maybe a certain food?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in my bag, as far as like my clothes and stuff, I pack one pair of tennis shoes.
Okay.
So like something like casual that would
Yeah.
be like cute if I want to like go out and tour a city, like
Okay.
walk around New York or whatever.
Yeah.
However, I can wear them to work out too.
Okay.
And then I usually wear like some sort of boot with my uniform. So like if I want to like dress
Okay.
cute or wear a dress or something, I just wear it with like my boots.
Okay. Wow.
And then I'll pack like sandals or flip flops or something like if I'm gonna go to the pool or the beach or whatever. So always like those three shoes. I usually pack like one like dress or something in case I do something. Like one pair of like workout clothes. What else I pack? Like one pair of jeans or leggings and like a shirt, one or two shirts. I always have a book.
Okay.
And then I have cards.
Okay.
I have cards, Uno cards. What else?
So you come prepared. I need to start doing that. So based on your layover, where you going, you plan accordingly. Like if it's cold, you bring in warm.
Because I don't know where I'm going because I'm on reserve, so I never know where I'm going. So I usually just kind of pack like. I don't have shorts in my bag anymore, but I did like in the summer, like I would have like one dress, like one pair of shorts, maybe like a couple shirts, and one like workout outfit. Now that it's winter, it's more like leggings. Okay. Like, so I kind of just alternate it, but yeah.
Okay. Wow. I need to start doing that based on a layover.
Like you live in a crash pad, so you kind of have a little more like flexibility to like pack at the last minute. Like I go to Vegas for 6 days, and I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm staying in Vegas all
That's
6 days, or I don't know if I'm going to.
You're right.
Like Fort Lauderdale or New York or whatever.
I see what you're saying. So, you're right. It would be hard for you to plan. That makes sense. Oh, you're right.
So I pack like. Try to pack like like maybe like a couple tank tops and then a jacket if I'm somewhere cold, or I can wear that with like shorts or leggings or whatever. And
okay, now I see what you're saying, Mattie. Well, almost a year and a half I've been doing this, guys, and my packing is still disrespectful. So you're going to again, girl. We're gonna drop some gems, please. I should have brought my bag here. Okay, question number 19.
I really don't want to move airlines. Like I kind of feel like I'm in a place in my life where I want to gain seniority. I don't want to move around. And so the quality of life for me is a huge thing. So I want to start at the bottom again.
Yes.
I do definitely think that I'll retire with my airline.
Okay.
Will I work as much as I work right now? Like once I get a line, I'll probably, maybe do that for a couple years. Okay. And then kind of like drop down on my trips where I'm flying 1 or 2 trips a month and just kind of get to travel is really what I want to do. Maybe work like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, something like that. So.
Yeah, you're right. And that is the beauty about this job is once you get a line, you have control of your schedule. Yeah. And also seniority plays a part too. The more senior you are, the better trips you have access to. You're able to drop, pick up, and things of that nature. But at this point, Mattie, I don't think I want to start over again. This was hard.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a journey.
It was a journey.
It was definitely a journey, and then COVID, and seeing what could happen. Like if we moved airlines. Yeah. Seeing what could happen if something like this ever happened again, and I think I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, this is like a relationship with a man. I've invested 1.5 years with you,
Yeah.
and I'd be darned if I
You're
go
just
somewhere
gonna act
else.
right.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna stay with you because I don't want to go out there and try this all over again and put all this work and training and probation. Oh, it was so much.
No.
Yeah, it's just too much. So I'm not doing that. All right, and the last question, Mattie. Especially if they want to apply for your airline. They don't know.
Save money now.
Oh.
Make sure that your savings account is good because it's kind of tough the first year, especially. I mean, just apply. Don't get stuck on one airline. Apply to as many as you can. I went to at least 4 interviews, and I just I learned something at every interview. Research online. I researched every single airline that I applied for. I watched YouTube videos. I researched questions. I knew, I had most of the answers already in my head before they asked the question. They might not ask it at this interview, but then they asked it at the next interview. So just research and save money.
That is good advice. Mattie, that concludes this flight attendant interview. So again, girl, thank you.
Thank you
for allowing me to come interview you in your beautiful home. And always leave in case someone had advice, if they figure out what airline you work for and they want to message you or you want to put out your social media. It's optional.
Matalicious on Instagram or Mattie Price on Facebook.
Again, this is something I want to do, guys. I'm going to try to continue to do this on my channel, interview flight attendants. Hopefully you guys got to know Mattie a little more better. You guys never met. Oh, actually, they have met you. I put the video up because remember when we got our CJL, it was me, you, and someone else went to that restaurant.
Yes.
Where is she, by the way?
I thought she was with you.
Oh, I don't know. I never kept in contact with her, but the video about, guys, we did it, we got our CJL, that is with Mattie. And if I can find that video, I'm going to put the video in this video, this interview, so you guys can see.
That'll be fun.
Oh, I have it too. I'll show it to you. But yes, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys love this video. So you guys have a great night.
Bye.
This is my homegirl, Mattie, from Arizona, and we both made it. We made it.